All right, time for another episode. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to add the ability to load and save a card. Very straightforward, right? Yeah. Okay, so what are we going to do? First of all, I think it's worthwhile that we go ahead and identify a format, right? So we're going to do something like this, basically. Let's say an individual card, right? We'll go ahead, it'll have an ID, okay? Some sort of unique ID, something unique. Let's call 1 for now, right? We're going to have the title, okay? So we're obviously doing this as a P list, right? And we're going to do, of course, a body, right? So that whatever the body is. Okay, and okay, let's start out with that. Afterwards, we can expand on it to also add the location of where our cards are, if we decide to go with that. Okay, I think it looks good. So we'll just start it like that, and then eventually, of course, when we can have a whole list of lists that basically will contain our cards. So the first thing we need to do is basically get a way to get that information in and out of our cards. So let's start with that. So first of all, we got to give some kind of unique identifier to our cards. All right, let's start. Let's use the universal time. So it's not the most accurate, but within a second or a fraction of a second, at least we'll have unique cards. It's possible to end up this way with a card with the same ID, so it's not the ideal situation, but we'll start out with that though for the purpose of our little application here. So card ID, and later on we can come up with something a little more secure. It's a little bit secure, and we'll cover uniqueness and so forth. So let's see. So let's go with card ID, okay, and definitely we're going to keep it as a reader. Once it's set, it's set. Actually, well, now let's actually do it as an accessor, okay? Because essentially, there's no reason for me not to allow changing it once we create. And because I'm going to do here is we'll actually add code to set it with a value to start with, right? This way we don't have to worry about that. So init form. Init form, right? And let's do get universal time. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, all right, good to go. Let's save it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now that's the first part. Now, okay, let's go ahead and go back to our code for now. Okay, so we need a function to go ahead and to get a getter and a setter, right? Okay, so events, let's kind of label areas, right? Methods. Okay, let's do get card data, right? All right. Okay, here we go. Card. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we'll use a nice little feature there of Lisp to create our list. So card ID, that'll be our first property. And then we can go ahead and get the card's ID from the card. Perfect. That's one. Next, we need to get the card title. All right. Could I call it just title? Should I call it card title? let's call it title. No reason to do that. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now, in this case, we need to get it from our actual card that's running, right? So that we're going to get text value. So we're going to get a text value. Okay, and we want to get a text value from the card title, right? Of card. Okay, and that looks good. Okay, and then let's go with our body. Okay, again, by the way, now by using text value, now this is a nice little feature in CLOG that basically it gets a text or value depending on the type of control. So text, for example, is used for controls that are not part of forms, and then forms always use value. So if you use text value, then you're pretty much guaranteed to get, well, the value, but not necessarily have to worry if what type of control we're actually getting the information from. Okay, so card body, card. Okay, and fantastic. Okay, great. So that's our first. Let's go ahead and valid. Perfect. So save it. Okay. So now let's go with the next one. So that gets our data, and let's make a setter. Set card data. Okay, card. Index card. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now we want to access the data, right? Itself, and also let's do something else here as well. Let's add a little feature because maybe we want to replace the key, the ID. Maybe we don't for the future. So let's do this. Let's do a key value. Replace card ID and say true. Okay. All right. So when replace card ID. Okay. Okay, so replace when replace card ID. Okay, and then let's in this case, it's going to be the card ID of the card, right? With the value of getF data card ID, right? Okay, and okay, card. So actually, for this, we're not going to. We're going to use setF, yes, but we're going to be doing the text value because we have an actual card. So text value of card title card. Okay, and this is going to be the getF title. There we go. Okay, fine. Body. Okay, so that should. Now we got a card. Let's see here. First, let's save it. Eval the form. Good. Form. Good. All right, looking good. Okay, so now we got to test this, right? So to test this, let's go back here to our card. Let's actually add a button. Oop. Okay. And let's move the button to the bottom of the frame. Move to static. Just move it up to the top. Let's do a print. Okay, fine. Perfect. Okay, so we can use that test. And let's go ahead. Oops, we need to control events. Event on click. And print. In this case, let's print the get data. Get card data for the panel. All right. Well, that's good. Okay. Perfect. So we should be able to even do something like this. Print, and let's get here we go. I can bring this up for you. What happened here? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good. Okay, card ID, our title, our body. Let's go ahead and let's. Oh, I don't have this with editable. Let's actually run our application, and we can test it in there even better. Okay, let's actually save this for now, and let's see here. Let's go run our application. File, new free win. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's actually okay. Good. Okay. So where am I here? Okay. So my keyboard's saying okay. Title 1. Okay. And let's add another card. Do this. 2. My body. Okay, perfect. Okay, so print, and there we go. So title body, right? Title 2, my body. Perfect. Okay, great. So we got to wait to get it in. Now we have to test to see our setter, see how that works. Okay. So to test that, well, we can actually do the same sort of test that we just did before. Okay, so let's say we have here, let's change our button. We don't need to worry about that. So let's go to here. Okay, print. So let's do something else. Let's actually, okay, set data. Oops. Okay, in this case we're going to use the panel, and the value will be data. Okay, so fine. So here it goes. So let's do this. So okay, so regular the deal, right? Let's do card ID 1, 2, 3, and then let's go ahead and set title, new title. Okay, and then let's set body, new body. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, great. Let's go ahead. Good. Okay. Go ahead and run that. Okay, I made a mistake. I know what I did. I did not. Okay, let's go to set data. Did I do something wrong here? Title, body, card ID. So where is my error? Set card data. Why would it be nil? Nil. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I actually should be doing this. I used keywords, keyword symbols, so that's what I should be doing. All right, valid form, perfect. Save everything. Okay, and then if we go back and run our program again, let's see here, new freeway. Ta-da! Okay, fantastic. So we got our data going in, we got our data going out. All right, actually, let's go ahead. Let's test one more thing here. Let's test our little. Oop! I didn't save it. That was fine. Let's actually. We're gonna test it later on. But basically, I just wanted to make sure that, and I'm confident about it, that we left the card ID out, and why not? Let's do it now. Let's do this. Let's go ahead like this. Let's do the same test. Set data, set card data, and then let's go ahead and put it, of course, on the panel. And the value this time, right, is going to contain no card ID, just the title, and it's a keyword, body, B, okay, fine, title, body, okay, good. And we have our additional key, basically which was, what was it called? Replace card ID, and no. Okay. All right, good. Okay. Let's run that. Also no problems. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And actually, let's go ahead and delete this. We don't need the button. Let's save all that. Okay, and there we go.